would say for me, he's grown on me kind of like LeBron. He's grown
Mhm.
on me over the years because all they ever talked about was whether it be confidence or depending on your angle, arrogance. They always talk about his just God gifted abilities. And I realized like they stripped him of who he is as a person. Like now that I see him on social media, I'm like, man, this man doesn't cuss.
Mhm.
Like he can really speak to people. He's a leader of men. Actually, the exact opposite of everything they made him out to be with the gold chains and the cell phones and the fancy cars. So it's interesting. I flipped my whole perspective on him, and now I wouldn't say I was nowhere near a hater. I just didn't identify with him. He's 6'2", he runs a 4'2". He
For one,
got by on 4'1", yeah, 4'1", and he got
allegedly.
by on his God-given talent. That's the complete opposite of me. Like I'm a hard worker and I'm short and I don't run that fast, but I got techniques. So to see what he does for his community, what he's doing for, not just his sons, but everyone that's around what he's doing. Naturally his sons are part of it. And then hearing that he brought you in out of nowhere, that's pretty crazy. How was that experience?
All right, so just a few things that you mentioned. I remember him talking about, like, you talking about he didn't cuss. I remember he literally would not cuss. He would be like, dog nabbit. He would be like, all this. And then alcohol, alcohol and smoking. I remember he was like, I ain't never drank nothing, never smoked nothing. He said, everything you seen was straight meat, straight ignorant. That's what he said. So, like, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke. Matter of fact, when he would go to the club, he always said he wouldn't take his credit card or debit card, any type of plastic. He would take $200 with him. And he said once
Mm,
he's done with that, he's done for the night. So think about it. A lot
mm,
of times, guys go to the bar, go to the club, you start getting intoxicated, you start spending way too much money, and that's where you get in trouble. So Prime really stayed out of trouble because he didn't drink alcohol. Look, alcohol and out after 1 a.m. is not a good mix for football players, right? Or anybody in general. So he gave us a lot of tips, and we saw, like, man, this is how the elite lives. And that has to do with his upbringing. His father, it's a situation, alcoholic or whatever. So he saw, I don't even know if he ever met his dad or maybe heard of him, I forgot. But it had a lot to do why he didn't drink or smoke.
mm.
But all right, so here's what happened with Prime U. So you can literally look it up on YouTube. If you type in Prime U, you actually see a video of us down in Texas. And it was actually a real, what do you call it? Reality TV. So we
Mm.
were sponsored by Under Armour, and we were down in Dallas, and it was like a reality TV show, especially like back then before social media. It was pretty cool, right? So now here's the thing: Prime U was just starting. Like, that was his first combine training. So he had me, Darius Butler, and a few other
Darius
guys,
Butler.
Captain Munnerlin.